Okay. I know most of you have joined some classes like manual testing and all those stuff like that. We're trying to explain to everyone what manual testing is, and most of you have understand what manual testing is. That was the demo section we did. So it's all about just implementing things manually, just like your car, manual car, you don't need the automation for it. You just, make our manual intervention. But when you talk about automation is what you need and kind of tools, kind of libraries, a lot of things for you to do automation as a tester. So in your field, you must have like one or two, skills, like at least one language for you to automate a particular web application, any software, be it your mobile phone, be it your tablet, and be it your Windows, like what your computer, all those things. So that is the work of automation, your job description as automation engineer. So those going to the marketing from few weeks from now, we'll be doing kind of a resume preparation and a lot of things for that for you to go into the market as a manual or QA analyst. But automation, you need to learn Java, C Sharp or Python or Ruby. All these are languages for you to do automation, for you to be a core automation QA automation engineer. So though you can be doing that, if you have not started the manual testing class, you can also be doing Java for you to be your automation engineer. It doesn't think anything from that. Okay, so this class is for Java itself. Java class for you to become automation engineer. So you need to learn Java, but not Java in depth for you to be a developer. Java is a very, very huge language. You can use 3 years to learn Java. But this one is going to be Java strictly for automation itself. There's some few topics we're going to treat for you to be able to understand Java itself for automation. So in this class, we will be dealing with a lot of topics which we're going to cover in our Java class. And this is going to take like 12 weeks. Yeah, 12 weeks. Yeah. We should do with 12 weeks of class to cover the Java section. So we're going to begin with the basis of Java. So this is going to be our course curriculum for this Java class. We're going to do basics of cover basics of Java with what we're going to cover this. We're going to cover what we call data types in Java. This is our topic we'll cover. Then we're going to cover strings. This is another topic we'll cover. Strings and strings handling. I will take note of that. And we're going to talk about operators.
So Stanley, you saying strings and operator, are they like the types of Java or is it just part of
No, these
both?
are topics we're going to cover. These are
Oh,
topics we're
okay.
going to cover. Yeah, these
Okay.
topics is very essential for you to do automation.
Got you.
Okay, because Java, I told you, is a very, very, Java is huge. Okay, you can't learn Java within 2 months. No, it's huge.
All
It
right.
takes you 3 years to learn Java. Core Java for automation, strictly for automation. So these are the topics we're going to learn. Operators in Java, these are topics we're going to cover. So we're going to cover what they call, another one is called the, I think I should cover this topic. I should cover if and next. It's called
So you
if
said this class is gonna last for 12 weeks, right?
yeah, 12 weeks.
So are we always gonna show up at 1 p.m. every Saturday?
Yes,
Okay.
it's all the if the time gonna work for you all, so we all decide. For me, that's okay, but if it's gonna work for you all, some might be, but we get the videos anyway.
Okay.
So we're gonna cover if and else for if, else, for, why, do, why, for each. Since I want that topic over there in Java. And again, there's what we call arrays. Everyone, have you ever anything about arrays? Even in Python, have you ever had anything like that too?
Not me,
Arrays. No,
not
no,
me.
Abraham. Abraham.
I've heard about arrays anyway.
Arrays, yeah, arrays in Java also is it. So they're all the same. What Java, Python, if you have all this, they're all the same thing. There's no differences. So there's another one we're going to talk about the hoops. These are the basic, well, these are the main major one too, hoops concept. Let me call it hoop concept in Java.
You said oops.
Yeah, OOPS, or object-oriented programming language. OOPS. Let me make this one small. Apps. Thanks. OOPS concepts. Don't worry, you understand this as you go on. Okay, and again, we have exception. You know, there's sometimes you make mistakes. You have errors in your code. Okay, so this helps you to undo those exception and you have to undo those exceptions when you write a code and then you made a mistake. So learning about these exceptions is very, very, though this is what developer don't like to see, or you as the QA automation, nobody would like to see exception. How do you undo exceptions in Java? These are those topics that comes to you too. And again, collections. So collection is very easy and it's very huge, but we're going to learn the those basics, okay, of collections. I'm going to be sharing some point for you to also read on. So also file handling. File handling is something like you know, in your QA analysis, you put some files, you put some documents in some files, some CSV files, okay, some Excel files, you know, your test cases, all your scenarios, all those things, you put them inside. So how do those automation? How do you handle this automation? By commanding those scripts, write your script so that your Java can able to pick up those particular test cases and put them in those text boxes and automate and click. Okay, so automatic does automatic for you. So you put all those your test cases in the file. So these are what we call the file handling. You're using your kind of your Excel sheets. Okay, I know some of you have put on your Excel files and then writing all those stuffs. Okay, so these are what we call the Excel files and Excel file handling in Java. So basically, these are just few topics we're going to handle in Java. Anyone have any question? Sister Choma, do you have any question about what we're going to, about these topics?
Sorry, Stanley. Yeah,
No,
this okay.
no.
Okay, Abraham.
Will the topic be enough to make us this automation engineer or
Yes,
automated
core
system?
Java for automation. These are the topics into them.
These are the
Most of
basic
these,
topic, right? Okay.
yeah, these are basic topics for
Okay.
you. So I
Okay.
told you, as I say again, I said Java is huge. Okay, so but for automation itself, automation engineer, these are what you need to know. Okay, if you're migrating from being a manual tester to or be an automation engineer, so in a few weeks, most of you will be into the markets and most of you get your jobs. So you start your job with being a manual tester, QA analyst, right? For what you have been doing in the last class. Okay, so side by side is a step. You are in step one. You move into start gaining skills. For interest you to be a automation engineer into the Java or into the C Sharp, into the Python, into the Ruby, Scala, all those languages. One, need to learn to do automation because automation using Selenium as automation tool is one of those tools that used to automate the particular browser, the particular web application. So you need to learn one of these. It's language binding. So you don't need to be because you're a Java developer or a Python developer, for you to use Selenium as automation tool to automate any application, I need to go learn Python because I only know Java. No, Selenium is language binding. You don't need to know Python, you don't need to start learning Python for you to do Selenium, okay? If you know Java, you can automate, you can use Selenium because Selenium is language binding. But that's for now. I don't want to go into depth about that. But what I'm trying to say here is that too, for you to do automation is Selenium, and you don't need to learn all languages, at least one for you to do automation. C#, you can do Selenium. Python, you can use Selenium because it's language binding. Right. So side by side, you'll be working as a manual QA analyst. For you to get into the be automation engineer, they need to learn Java. Ms. Ola, you have any question? So, Ola, do you have any question? Do you have anything you want to say before we start? Yes, am I still visible to you all? Can you see my screen? Mike?
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Okay, this is Java. Okay, you're hearing this word Java, and basically is what you hear. What is this? Java is a language, and we have heard about Python, you have about C#, Ruby, and all those stuff. So, what basically Java is? What is Java? As you can see on the screen, that this language called Java, for you to become automation engineer, you need to learn one of these languages. Then Java, C#, Ruby. For picking up Java, for our section for you to know because it's very, very huge. Most application runs in Java, even your laptop, everything is built with Java. Sometimes you see at your have you ever seen anyone go to his computer and he said update Java? Have you ever had that in your system? Download Java, upload Java, run Java
Yeah.
in your system. Yeah, sometimes it pulls up side, yeah. So that Java is basically a high level. You can see on the screen, it says Java is basically a high level platform independent programming language, which works on principle of object orientation. All right. So high level, what I mean by high level. So in this class, we're going to break this thing down today. Number one, we're going to talk about what this is. He said Java is basically a high level, all right? So we'll take three things here. You can see three things here in this section, in this slide. We have high level, which is platform independent. Number two, then we have these object orientation. One, two, three. Object orientation. So we're going to take at these three things very, very sequentially. We're going to talk about these three things you see on this. They said Java is basically a high-level platform independent programming language which works on principle of object orientation. And please, I want to tell you in this class, I want you to be vocal. If you don't understand, you can pause me and I will explain to you. Because don't take that home. You can let's talk about it right here because I might not be though you can shoot your queries on the chat box on the WhatsApp link or anything, but it might take me some few hours to respond back to you. So it's basically for you to say it right now so you're able to like figure it out in the class. If you have any doubt, you can pause me and I will explain to you so you can, because this is basics. Okay. So this is scratch from the scratch, the history, how it's being started, how this language came about. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. All right. So some of the instructors were just like tell you in the high level, this and that, start coding all those, you might just be um um you will really understand what it is. So that's why I'm trying to bring it down to okay. Bemi, he said I should mute you. Your audio is not working. Abraham, please, can you unmute yourself?
I've omitted.
Okay. Okay, Bemi, I'll mute you, right? Okay. Okay. All right. So just say your doubts here, so I'm able to explain it to you in depth. All right. So those three things is about Java is a high-level language. Number one, platform independent. Two, programming language, which was on principle or object orientation. So what is this Java? You say Java is high level. What is high level? We want to talk about about one thing here. It's a high level. High level means English-like language. Okay. When you hear that word high level means English-like language, which you can understand. Like, for example, if we talk about the hierarchy of computer, right? We can talk the hierarchy of computer. You can see that as you can see on the screen, this is a hierarchy of computer. Okay. So, like right now, almost every computer we have in our world today, all is in a high level language. Okay, everything is in high level language. What we have in our computer these days, all are in high level language. But before now, initially, before the programming language came into the concept, in the first phase, hardware language, you can see here from the hierarchy of computer. In the first phase, what came into existence was the hardware level language. The hardware level was created, means whatever language we were using was for a particular machine. Talking about the hardware language, hardware level language, all right? So whatever language we were using was for a particular machine, for a particular hardware. So then came what we call the assembly language. From the hardware level, sorry, for the hardware level language, you have the machine language. Let me show you here. For the hierarchy of computer, we have a hardware level language. From the hardware level language, you then have what you call the machine language. This is just the hierarchy, okay? Because in that hardware language, everything you do will be for that particular machine. Everything you write is specifically for that particular machine. Then from there, they move up to the machine language. Okay. Machine language. After the machine language, we have what you call the assembly language. From the assembly language, we have what we call the words high level, which we have right now. So these are the hierarchy of computer. So what happens was when we are using machine language, this machine language itself, when we are using this machine language, all the code that we use was written in the form of bits, okay? In the form of bits. which is, can someone tell what is bits? The bit is a form of 0 and what? And 1. All right. So what happened was when you're using machine language, all the code that we use to write was written in the form of bits. That is the form of 0 and 1. Okay. Like in your engineering, if you remember those did electrical engineering back in the university those days, that in engineering you must have heard about what they call the bits. What they call the bit electronics concepts. It's called the bit electronic concept. And in bit electronic concept, you must have heard that any processor does anything that the processor does, it does in form of what? In form of bits. Okay, so the machine language makes it tough and complex. In the machine language, same as this 0 and 1 format to write anything, it was very complex to learn. This thing was very, very complex to learn. And the complex to implement is very, very complex to learn and to implement in any application. So the drawback of those machine language was that those programs was machine dependent. It's only machine dependent. All those things you wrote is machine dependent. Means when we write any programming using machine language, that program will only execute itself on this machine only. All right. So the next came was what we call the assembly language. You must have heard this in Java. I know most of you didn't know what it is, but don't worry about it. If you know, you can tell me. When I said int var equals to 10, what does this mean?
Integer variable.
Yes, what does this mean if I say int var equals to 10?
That means the value you ascribe to that to that variable will be 10.
You will be 10. Okay. So this means we are storing a value 10, this 10, okay? All right. Hope you guys are following. Michael, I hope you're following. All right.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, this, when I said in this, I said, let me repeat myself again. In machine language, I hope you get that. Everything is written in form of bits. And it makes the processor does not really understand anything you do is going to be in that machine language, machine hardware only. So it makes the programming language for the developer very, very difficult. Okay. So after the machine language came the assembly language. And I'm trying to explain to you now that it might have heard something like this before in Java when you say int var equals to 10. What this means is that you are storing this value 10 into the variable var, which the data type is int, because integer is number, right? So you're able to understand what this means. Don't worry about it. Time will come, you're able to understand what I'm talking about. In Java, execution starts from the right. When you see the equal sign operator in Java, when you see this equal sign operator, that means this value 10 will be assigned to this because execution starts from here. Okay? Execution starts from the right to left. But in SQL, your query starts from the left when you said select from employees table. Okay, we go to that layer when you start doing your SQL. But I just want to tell you how level is that. In execution start from right to left in Java, but you got to understand that one later on. So when we say int var equals to 10, we are storing the value 10 into the variable var, which data type is int. So when you're looking at this particular code here, you're able to understand that what that means. Variable integer 10. This is nothing but English-like language. This means we are storing a value 10 into a variable var whose data type is int. At least we can understand what was written over here. we used to do the same thing in assembly language, right? We used to do the same thing in assembly language. In assembly language, we say something like this in assembly language. We say, when we say move hash 23, D4, where D4, this D4 is a location. This D4 is a location. In assembly language, I'm talking about assembly language now, right? Which this D4 is a location, kind of a or register, okay? D4 is a register or a location, kind of a variable, where we are storing this 23 as a value. And move, this move is a what? A command sort of to store a value into a location. So this is what we used to do in assembly language. All right. So now when assembly language came into existence, I'm talking about history again. So when assembly language came into existence, it makes the life of a programmer a bit easier as compared to the machine language. Which machine language, anything you do, you have to store it, you have to be in bits and 0, 1, make it complex, right? But this assembly language came into existence. It make, well, the life of the programmer, the coordinator or engineer, make it a little bit easier. As compared to the machine language. But still, the life of the programmer was very complex because writing this int, I just showed to you, writing this int var equals to 10 was much easier, right? I hope you guys can understand what this thing means, right? Variable, 10, integer, your elementary schools and colleges, all these things, compared to the assembly language. So we have to use some mnemonics to learn some commands for particular thing. But when high-level language came into existence, I hope you are with me. Because some people are thinking Java like writing Chinese.
Yeah,
okay.
A little by little.
Okay. So I'm trying with the history. All right. So, but when this high-level language I just circle right now, I know it's a hierarchy, right? It's like a hierarchy of computer itself. All right. So from hardware, machine language, to assembly language, and the high-level language. Okay, so those are the hierarchy. Right? Hardware language, machine language, assembly language, then the high-level language. The high-level language, you talk about the C#, Tran, Scala, Ruby, Python, Java. These are nothing but the high-level language. So these are just the hierarchy of computer, how it started from. Okay, so now talk about the high-level language. High-level language means everything you are writing in the program will be written using simple language, simple, normal English language, which anybody can understand, can read. Because when I say int, Mike can understand what is integer. It's something to do with numbers. Variables, you understand what that is. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's a number. Everyone understand this one, what that means. That's where the high-level language came into the market. Everything becomes very easy. Like the same thing we had writing, like move hash 23 D4 can be written as int var equals to 10. So high-level language means everything you are writing in the programming will be written using the simple, normal English language, which anybody can understand. Almost every language are in the market these days. All those are what we call high-level language, be it Java, Python, C++, C Sharp, Ruby, Scala, all these things, Python, all these things are nothing but what we call the high-level languages. Any question, guys, before we proceed? Satroma, do you have any question?
No.
Soraya, do you have any question? Mike, Nick?
Nothing so far.
Nick, do you have any question?
I think it's very clear. I am very much happy with your explanation.
Okay, so that's just the hierarchy. That's the history, how it came about. So everything you have in your system these days are considered to be what? The high-level language. Then you talk about the platform independence. We have talked about what's high level, which is nothing but what's normal English language we see. That's what Java is. It's a normal English language that anybody can understand. Then we talk about number. The second thing is talk about, we said Java is basically a high level language. You understand that is the English language. Okay, platform independent. What do you mean by that platform independent of Java? By platform independent of Java, we mean that the class file of Java can run on any operating system, whether it's Windows, whether it's Linux, Mac, any Unix, okay, any operating system. Because sometimes in your interview, okay, the interviewer will ask you, what is the platform independent? What is platform independent in Java? Or what makes Java platform independent? Okay, so can anyone tell me the process of writing, running any code in Java? What is the process of writing, running any code in Java? What we have to do first? Like what we have to write, where we have to write the code in some file and all those stuff like that. So can someone tell me what is the process of writing and running any code in Java? If you have anything like that.
I think we'll write the code in a file, then we compile the code, then we run the code.
Okay, that means you're talking about three processes in Java, writing and running code in Java. So now talk about platform independent of Java. All right. So now Java has like three-step processes. What I mean by three-step processes is that, for instance, let me open up and Java has three-step processes. Now we can see that the process of writing and running a code in Java, firstly, we have to write the code in a file, and then you have to compile the code to check the syntax of that code you have written, and you have to execute those codes. So what in Java is that it has what you call three-step processes. Python has like two, okay? But I'll explain that to you more. So in Java, it has three. In Java, we have three-step processes. Like in Java, we have three steps process. Number one, what you do is that we write a code. Two, we do what we call compile the code. And three, we run, or you can say we execute a particular code. That's what the three processes in Java is. Okay, like let me you can see, let me open one of these. You can see, okay, this is a normal notepad, all right? So if I said public, so guys, don't be scared of them, don't get panic, don't worry about this. You're going to explain this later on, okay? Don't worry about this. We'll explain that. So now I've written this code now, okay? Don't panic if you don't understand what this means. I'll make you understand that later on. So you can see that this is a normal text file, all right? If I go here and say save as, Michael, what do you see here?
I see run and execute.
No. What's, I want everybody to, I hope everyone is seeing the screen. As in what okay.
You said in Java
This
we
is,
have three steps process.
no, yeah. That's not the one I'll see here. Look at this, you can see my notepad, right?
Yeah.
You can see a notepad.
Yeah, I can see like a Java platform where you right trying to write a code or something like that.
Yeah, you can see public class test, right?
No, I don't think so. No.
Oh, you don't see my screen. Hey, Brian, can you see the screen? I hope everybody's seeing the screen.
I can only see the file edit search view bar. Oh yeah,
Okay, I'll see now.
I see
We
public
can see the
class
public
test.
class test now.
Okay, public class test. Okay, this is a notepad. Let
Yeah.
me move this way. Okay. Okay, this is a notepad, okay? So don't get panic. I will make you understand what this means. This is a code I want to write here, but I'll make you understand this. Don't get panic, all right? So now, when I click on this file, if I say save as, now I'm asking, what do you see here? What is this? What is this thing here?
Text document.
Yeah, this is a text document. Thank you so much. This is a text document. Okay, so the file is in text file, all right? All right, it's a text file. But in Java, whatever code you write should be in what? Any
Java
code,
file.
it should be in .java, .java file, .java. As extension. You know, this is a text file, right? .txt. But I'm telling you, in Java, anything you are writing should be in .java file. .java file as an extension. That makes it a Java file. This one, if I want to save this one, is a text file. But I'm telling you, in a real world, if you want to write your code, any code you are written, the extension of that code should be saved at .java. All right? Mike, I hope you get me right now. I don't understand. So we have different text files. Okay? .java file is nothing but an extension. Like we have what you see on the screen. You say .txt for Notepad. You want to say you have Notepad. I know you have something like we have a CSV file, right? We also like the CSV file. We have JSON, okay? We have JSON file, JavaScript, you have JSON. Then we have XML.xml. Anything want to stay? What is XML? Anyone has anything about XML? XML document. XML. If I have anything about XML?
Not
Extensible
really.
makeup language. Extensible makeup language. That's XML.
Okay.
Yeah,
Extensible automation language.
makeup language. Yeah. So that XML. So in Python, if you want to save any of your code in Python, it's in .py, as in Python. in JavaScript, okay, the extension is nothing but what?
To Java.
No, in JavaScript is this, JSON.
Okay.
Then PHP, because PHP is nothing but .php. It's a language too. So anything you are saving, any language you are compiling, any language you are writing, any code you are writing, you want to save that particular code, it should be in that particular extension of that particular language. Because I'm using the text file, I'm using kind of a notepad. Notepad is going to be what? I'll save it as what? As TX. Okay. What of words itself? What of words? Microsoft Words. What of Microsoft Words?
What about it?
Yeah. What do you see here?
The Word
Dot
document?
what? What document?
What?
No, it's a Word document. So when you have anything like dot Java, it's a Java words. It's Java is nothing but a normal English language word coming from that Java programming itself. JSON, it's not a JSON, JavaScript, XML, Python, .py, PHP, this language, the extension of that particular language, PHP. So these are different file texts. Like in Python, we write extension .py. Example, I'm using like, okay, right now, my computer is Windows 11, all right? My computer is Windows 11. What we did is to create a file, okay? What I do is to create a file in my Windows 11, okay? So to further explain the platformity of Java itself, to further explain the platformity of Java, that Java is what? A platform independence of Java. We mean the classifier of Java can run on any operating system, Windows, Linux, or Mac operating system, Unix, or anything. Now, to further explain what this platformity of Java is right now, is like, okay, you can see my file here, my notepad here, okay? My notepad here, I wrote something here, I wrote public class text. Don't worry about this, what this text is. So now, the file contains some codes. This file contains some code here that I've written. But I've written this file, I've created this file on a system which contains Windows 11 operating system. Like I wrote this code, but I'm writing this code in Windows 11 operating system. Windows 11. When I said OS means equals to platform. What platform I'm using? Okay, when I say operating system, I mean platform. Okay, the platform you are writing this particular code. So this code I'm writing right now, this public class text is written in Windows 11. How do you know I'm using Windows 11? When you go to your file on your system, then you go to your this PC, right click on your PC, click on properties, you will see that I'm on what? 64-bit Windows. Okay, Windows 11. So it's your 11th generation. This is how you know that I'm using 11. Okay. So I've written this particular code on Windows 11 and I want to compile this particular code. So now I've created this file in Windows 11. Then I compile this file in any Windows 11. So I don't want to execute this particular code. I don't want to execute this particular code in this particular Windows 11. I want to execute it in any kind of Linux or Unix operating system. Okay. Remember when I was saying operating system, I mean platform. Okay. What platform that would execute this particular code I've written, you can see on the screen. So what's happening here is that the platformity is changing. Okay. So to further explain what the platformity of Java is that I don't know how many of you has Java in your system. Do you have a Java installed in your system? Have you downloaded Java?
Yes, I've downloaded Java.
Yes. Yes, we
Okay.
did that the last
Okay.
class, right?
The last class. Yes, for those that just joined it.
Mm.
Mike, I don't think you have the game. I don't think you have Java, Miss
No, I don't.
No.
Miss Lole, do you have Java in your system?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay. Now, what happens is that I will show you how able to do that. Take care, go to your okay. Okay. I think you have to just trace some drip, but we'll explain that further on. Let me see this. Okay, what I'm saying that, okay, you have written this particular code in Windows 11. I told you that when I say OS means platform, okay? OS equals to platform. Operating system equals to platform. What platform have you written this particular code? Now, the programmer, you have written this particular program in Windows 11, but I want to have compiled it here, but I want to execute it. I don't want to execute it in this particular system. I want to execute it in Linux or Mac operating system, all those stuff. But further, want to further explain what platformity of Java is that what we do is that, let me pause there right now to explain the platformity of Java. We said here that Java is a platform independent of Java. I want to explain the platformity of Java. We say Java is a platform independent, okay? And the class of Java can run on any operating system, either Windows, Linux. Now we have created this particular this particular file in our own operating system, Windows 11, but we don't want to execute it here. So let me explain to you, further explain to you what this platform of Java is about. So once you go into download Java, you do, let me go to Google. Let me see. Okay, let me see. At least this one is more stable, Java 8. Okay. All right. When you go to download Java 8, which is more stable, we have different versions right now. We also have to Java 21 is available right now. Okay. So this Java 8 at least is more stable too. So when you go to download Java, you click on this.
I don't see anything. No. I just see the black.
You're just seeing the black screen.
Yes.
Just a black screen that says public class test.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
see the oracle.com?
Okay. So
Can you see the oracle?
okay.
Yes.
Okay, Michael. All right. So when you go to download Java, you go to Google and say download Java 8. You can see, and you can see we have different packages here. All right, we have different packages. I will say come to explain to you what the platformity of Java is. At least getting to know the download of Java and all those stuff, you need to understand what the platformity of Java is all about. We say the class file of Java can run in any.
How do we download Java? Did we get it from our Google Play Store?
No, you can
No.
see this. No, you can see this.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I said two.
It was.
This is what it's all about. Java itself. All right. Now we talk about the high level language of Java. I say the English like language. And two, we say it's a platform independent. Now, to further explain what the platform independent of Java is, we say platform independent of Java, we mean the class file of Java can run on any operating system. When I mean operating system, I said operating system here. If I say OS, operating system equals to what? Platform, or same, right? So if I'm measuring this thing right here, I'm talking about this. So you are using Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows, but why I'm using Windows 11? Okay. So to further explain what this means, you will get it when you go to download your Java. Okay. So you can see my screen here. I said download Java 8 because it's more stable and it's been a while. We have up to Java 21. Abraham, I hope you can see the Google screen, right?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Now click on the first thing. Miss Davis, you can see this. You can click on the first link,
Yeah.
oracle.com, right? When you go to oracle.com, you see we have different packages. We have for Linux, we have for Mac operating system, we have for Solaris, Windows 8, Windows Windows platform operating system, OS equals to platform. All right, we have different packages here. So how will you go know different? Don't download this the runtime environment. No, just go to kits, anything kits, Java SE development kits. These are the download. All right, right. We have different packages right here. So now for those that are using Windows, for those that are using Solaris, those are on Mac, Linux. I'm using Windows 8. I'm using Windows 11, and it's a 64-bit Windows. How do I know it's 64-bit Windows? All right, you go to your file right here. Okay, you can see here, Miss David. You see the screen. You can see the
Yes.
PC.
Yes, sir.
Right, this PC. You right click on this PC. Then you go to properties. You click on properties. Then you're gonna see the type of operating system you are using. I'm using right here 64-bit Windows. So if you are using 64 Windows, you go ahead and download this Java. All right. Sometimes say, Gimmy cannot see my screen. Gimmy, can you see my screen? Give me a chat box. Can you see the screen? Yes, that's what it's. Yeah, I'm on oracle.com. Yeah. So download this. Okay. If yours is 32 bits Windows, download this 84. All right. By looking at these properties, you download that. Okay. If yours shows 32-bit Windows, download the 84-bit. So I'm using this. I'm going to download this one. But I can't download because I already have Java on my screen. But I still have the Java on my, still have it on my, I still have the XCF file of Java on my, I still have it on my, the XCF file on my download Java. I can send that to you if you want that. But if we are on 32-bit Windows, download that of 32-bit Windows, the 86-bit Java file. Okay. So this is what we have to do. Okay, so you download this one if you're on 64-bit Windows, okay, by looking at your properties there. So, which means, although now you can see that we have different packages in Windows. We have two packages. In Windows, we have two packages. You see that we have two packages here, Windows 34 bits, Windows 34 bits. You see this, you download this, any of this. Then for 32-bit Windows, download any of this, which means although Java is platform independent, but for different operating system, all right? For different operating system, you might be using the Mac, the Apple, the Windows, the Linux operating system. So although Java is platform independent, but for different operating system, we have different Java packages. You can see that. We have different way of download. We have different packages because when we are going to download Java, you have to download the Java compatible with your own operating system. Mike, I hope you get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, download the one that is compatible with your own operating system. Though Java is platform dependent, but you have different packages, you have different flavors. Like currently, I'm using Windows 11 and 64 bits. I've told you, just go to my PC, right click on this, go to properties, you're going to see what type of bits your processor is using. If yours is 32 bits, you got to download this one, 84 bits. All right. So you have to download Windows 84-bit and click on next, and you can see that you see an exe file, something like this. See, you see an exe file will be downloaded on your system. We click on it, just like very easy to download. You click on next, and then you have Java being downloaded on your system. Okay. Any question? And is there for you have to create an account. I get to remind you in case you might ask you to create an account. You just create an account, then you're able to maybe that's what our code require for.
Where do I go to create an account?
When you come to google.com, when you want to download any of their packages, you have to create an account, like just easy,
Okay.
just go to email and that's it. Then you can able to pick your flavors from your package you want to download. Download 64-bit if you're on Windows 11. If you're on 32-bit Windows, download the 84 here.
I
So we need to
Okay.
create
understand.
an account on oracle.com, right?
Yeah, oracle.com, then you can see view account, you can see have account. Just have to create account with Oracle, then easy you can download the SA file. But I think I have the XCF files. Okay, I think I have that, but I don't know if I still this SA files right here. Okay, if this is what you're gonna look like. I have it on my system, so I don't want to download it. All right. So just download it and then you click on next, Java be in your system. Okay. So any question? This is gradually going to explain to you what platformity of Java is. From downloading this Java, you understand what platformity of Java is going to look like. All right. To understand what platformity of Java is. Any question? Should I proceed? Antonio, have any question?
What question to you?
Antonio, have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, it's just an XCF file downloaded on the system. Then I can send you that. I showed you, but it's just easy for you to just download that. So, and I want to make it clarify to you that we are still coming to platformity of Java, why Java is platform dependent. In case he's been asked in interview, why Java become platform independent, you're able to understand what it is. But trying to understand it from the download of Java, you understand that different packages, different flavors, which means although Java is platform independent, but for different operating system, different platform, we have different Java packages because when we are going to download Java, you download the Java which is compatible with your own operating system. Okay, so from what I told you, you right click on my PC, click on properties. So you have that. You have to download Windows 64 if you're on 64, or I mean 64 OX, and then click on download link, and Java will be downloaded your system, and the XCF file will be downloaded into your system, which you have to install as a normal software. All right, Mr. David, you get it? So, and I explained to you that I told you that whenever you see your 86 bits on your operating system, that means you are on all OX 32 bits window. So download the 86-bit window into your machine so it's compatible to your own computer. So you have to do, you're still going to click on next, 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 and Java will be installed into your system. All right. Now, I want to clarify to you that always know that Java will always be installed on your C drive. Okay. Java will be installed on your C drive in case you'll be looking up to Java on your desktop or your, no. It's going to be installed on your C drive. Mike, you with me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Right. Java, don't look for it in your desktop or where it needs to be installed in your C drive. All right. Java will be installed in your C drive. So right here, what you're going to do is that you're going to click on this. You're going to click on this, your folder, go to your folder. Everybody, I hope you can see the folder right here.
Yes.
Can see my PC now. Okay, go to your C drive. Java will be stored your C drive. Okay, you click on your C drive. You can see right here. You can see yeah. Now your C drive. You click on your C drive. You go to program files. Yeah, program files. Click on program
I'm
files.
only seeing Zoom. Yeah, I'm seeing Zoom screen.
I see Zoom screen. Can you see what I shared to you right now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Java will be installed on your C drive. Don't look for it on your desktop or anything. Java will install your C drive. So click on C drive. You can see here your program file. Program files. Click on program files. You can see all these files right here. Then here you can see Java. Do you see Java here?
Mm-hmm.
You can see Java. Now click on
Yeah.
Java. Now we have two things right here. We have JDK and we have GRE. Go to your C drive, click on program files, you will see Java folder here. Inside Java folder, you will see two files, JDK and GRE. Now, there comes what we talk about the platform dependent of Java. Now, when you install Java, you will find JDK and GRE. Okay, when you install Java in your system, you're going to find these two files, JDK and GRE. So you see, having problem seeing the screen. Should I go back again? Can you give me a chat box?
I see the screen.
Yeah, I don't know when you say you can't see the screen. Okay, what can you see?
I see Windows C and then under the name JDK and Jira.
Okay, GRE.
The
Okay, that's what.
GRE.
Okay. Just give me a chat box on the screen if you can see that. I see that too. Okay. Okay. So when you download Java in your system, you're going to find these two folders here, JDK and GRE. All right. So as I told you that Java have 3-step processes in Java. We have 3-step processes in Java. What are those 3-step processes? We write the code, we compile the codes, and we run the code. So these are these 3 processes we have in Java. We have to write the code in Java. We have to compile the code. We have to run or execute any code we have written, like this. Okay? So don't worry about this, what is public, what is class, what is that. Don't worry about it, it's just a code. We write this code in the Java file. Okay? So when we write this code, we still have to compile this code. Then when we compile this code, then we have to run this code. So when we run the code, when we write the code in a high-level language. Okay. Hold on, can you see my screen? Please, let me just keep on one screen. Let me make sure someone is saying you can't see the screen. What's happening here? I need to log in and log back again. Let me go to the okay, let me keep one screen. Let me see if you can see. Please, can you all what do you see here? All of it, please.
Zoom.
No, I'm on
Zoom.
platform independence.
This is Zoom.
Oh no.
No, you're just showing Zoom.
Right here, can you see what is here?
Zoom.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
platform independent.
Yes.
Is that platform independent you're seeing or Zoom?
No, platform independent.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me just stay on the screen and just explain to you. We figure it out later on. So you say Java is platform independent. So I say download Java. When you download Java, you're going to go to C drive, click on C drive, you're going to find 2 files, JDK and GRE. Okay, now, why I say that when we say platform independent, it means that we can create a Java file on any operating system. Okay, we can create Java file on any operating system. And we can execute the same file any other operating system without doing any changes. We write this code in Windows 10, Windows 11. And those code we written in Windows 11, we wrote it and we compiled it, but we don't want to run the same code on the same operating system. So we want to run it in Linux or Unix operating system or Mac operating system. Okay, so what we say that platform independent of Java means that we can create a Java file in any operating system. Remember, I said operating system means platform. OS equals to platform. Windows 11, 10, Mac, all right, Linux operating system. And we can execute the same file in any other operating system without doing any changes. We can write any code in any operating system. I'm writing this code I showed to you, public class tests and all those stories. So don't get panic about those code, you understand later on. I wrote it in my own Windows 11 right now. It's written code. I want to compile it. I compiled it in my Windows 10, okay, without anything. So I compile it. So we can write any code in any operating system and execute the code in any operating system, in any other operating system without doing any changes. So that's what we mean in Java. We said Java works in what? Write once and run anywhere principle. We can write any code in any operating system and execute the code in any operating system without doing any further changes. That's what we mean by write one and run anywhere principle. Although Java is platform independent, there are different operating systems. When we're going to download Java, we are going to download Java in which is compatible with our own operating system. So if you write to class files in Java in Windows 11, you can run it in Linux, in Mac, or anything. So what that means is that I've written my code in Java in Windows 11. I want to write it in, I want to execute that particular code in Linux. I want to run it in Linux. So what is happening here? The platformity is getting changed. Like I created the file in Windows 11 and I compiled this file in Windows 11, but now I want to execute the file in another machine, on that computer, on that Windows, like Mac or Linux, that contains different platform. Okay, so that's what we say. Platform independent means that we can create Java file in an operating system and we can execute the same file in an operating system. That what we mean by write one and run anywhere principle. So when you download Java in your system, what you have to say, you see your JDK and your GRE. And before I explain what JDK and GRE is that in Java, we have three-step processes we have to follow in any programming language. Okay? So we write, we compile, and we run. Okay? So can someone tell me what we mean by compile? What do I mean by compile? What do I mean by compile a code? What do you mean by compiling?
Like putting them all together?
Yeah, put them all together. Yeah, or compile all the code you're written. Yeah. Put them all together. Anyone?
To save it.
All right. Anyway, okay. So that what compile is. So Java, you see, has what three-step processes. We write, we run, and we execute. All right, three-step processes. Now you are in this class. Now you want to migrate to be an automation engineer, QA automation engineer. You're migrating from manual testing, manual analyst, QA analyst. You're moving to become an automation engineer. So being an automation engineer, you'll be required to do three things. Okay. So being an automation engineer, you're required to do three things. So you have to write a code, you have to compile those code, and you execute your code. So that's going to be your job description. All right. So when we write the code, we write the code in what we call a high-level language. I also briefly explain to you. I know the time is fast spent, but we'll continue tomorrow. You all guys will continue tomorrow, or okay, we have a class tomorrow. We have a class tomorrow. Let me see how far I can go today. Just I have like 2 minutes just to end up the class. But I just want to explain some principal things to you, what your job description will look like. At least you understand what Java is. It's a high-level language, right? Okay, it's a platform independent. You understand what in the platform independency of Java is. Okay, you can write your code in any operating system and see execute that class file of Java in any operating system without doing any further change. That's what we mean by write one and run anywhere principles. And I told you that, and also being an automation engineer, you have to do three things. You have to write the code, compile those particular code, and you execute those particular code. And what is all about? This is how Java code runs. Basically, working of Java is divided into three parts. What are those parts? You write the code, compile the code, and you do what? You execute those code. How does it work? When we write the code, we write the code in a high-level language. Okay? English-like language. Like what I showed to you, I say public class test as I've written in a notepad and all those. Don't worry about this. I compile this. You just wrote it down, all right? Okay. We write those codes. Int var equals to 10. Execute. System.out.println. What those are those codes? Right? No? You write in Java. So we write those codes in high-level language. High-level language is an English-like language. written by the programmer. And we say Java has what? 3 steps processes: compile, write, compile, and execute or run. So we write this code in high-level language. Now compiling codes together. Now come to compilation. Like I said, bringing those 2 things together. All right? You compile. All right? Okay. Now compiling code is writing in .java file which contains English, and the processor does not understand English language. When you write the code in a high-level language, English language. Then compiler come into the picture. You wrote your code in high-level language, then compiler comes into the picture. All right? Compiler comes into the picture to compile those codes. Compiler comes into the picture to do what? To compile those codes, to bring them all together, see, and it does 2 things. Compiler does 2 things. All right? Compiler does 2 things. Now, when you write the code, compiling code is written in .java file, which contains English, and the processor does not understand English. Okay, see that the processor does not understand English-like language. All right? So the compiler comes to the picture and converts it to what? A byte code. This is what? A byte code. Byte code. It comes to a picture and converts it into a byte code compiler. Because your processor, your PC does not understand English-like language. So you need a compiler. Compiler then comes into the picture and convert to high-level language to what? To a byte code. All right? Ms. David, are you with me? Any question, guys? Do you understand? Antonio, are you following? You
Yes,
can
sir.
mute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Can you mute yourself if you have any question, please? I want to explain the step-by-step process is how it is. Sam, do you understand? You get it?
Yes, I'm with you.
Nick, are you following?
Yes, I am.
All right. Please stop me if you have any question. That's one. I don't want to be so fast, so you guys will get it from when we start doing practically. This is going to be theoretical for now, but next class is going to be doing some practical answer. But I want you to understand it in the practical, because you want to understand the theoretical part of it, and you're okay with the practical. You understand what it is, what you're doing. So you are the programmer, you are writing the language, you're an automation engineer, QA automation engineer, you're writing your code in high-level language. And high-level language is not understood by the processor. Your PC doesn't understand English language. So you need a compiler. Compiler considers the picture and converts that particular words, what you have written, into byte code. And compiler does 2 things. Compiler does 2 things. Compiler will check the syntax. All right? You can see that if your code is according to the strict syntax rules of Java, okay? So compiler does 2 things. It comes and check. Number 1, it doesn't just come and compile those code and execute. No, it doesn't do that. Because your PC doesn't understand English-like language. Your processor doesn't understand high-level language, which is English-like language. So what does it does? Compiler comes into the picture and convert this high-level language into bytecode. But before that, this is first thing it does. This is the second thing it does. The first thing is that if your code is written as strict, in quotes, syntax rules of Java, then compiler compiles the code. This is the second thing it does. But first is this. If your code, every language has a grammar. Chinese has a grammar. English has a grammar, grammatical error. What you just said now is just a grammatical error. That's not English-like language. Every word has a Chinese has a French has a grammar. Java is language. So if your language, if your grammar is according to the strict syntax or rules of Java. Then compiler comes into the picture and compiles this code, the high-level language, compile it and convert it into a bytecode. If it does not, if your code you have written, all right, you are a developer, you're a programmer, a QA automation engineer, your code was not as strict syntax rules of Java, then it will not convert it to byte. No further execution will take place because it's not as what as strict syntax rules of Java. But if it's as strict rules of Java, the language you've written is as per the grammar, then execution will happen. First, compiler comes into the picture because your PC does not understand English. It understands bytes, it understands zeros and one. That's what it understands. So when we compile the code written by Java, the Java file written by a high-level language, we compile the code using compiler. All right? Compiler does two things. We check the syntax of the code that the programmer has written, okay? English-like language. All right? Then two, what happened? Can someone tell me what's going to happen? After everything is right, your syntax and
the high-level language into bytecode.
It converts the high-level language into bytecode. All right? But the processor does not understand bytecode. The processor does not understand bytecode. It understands machine code. You understand the machine code. That's what it understands. You understand the machine code, which is in the form of what? Zeros and ones. That's what you understand. So when we execute this file, when you execute this file, when you execute this file, the interpreter then comes into the picture. The interpreter will first convert the byte code into the machine code. And then we provide also what the output, what you and I are seeing on everyday life. We're seeing everything on the picture on our computer. Right? Okay, I mean, our time is fast spent. At least we continue next week what is JDK and GRA and explain what the platformity of Java is all about. And then at least for today's class, able to get something from the picture, what Java is. And then this is just history. Then we start step by step, theoretically, we then go into the practical area. Java is not something you should be scared about. Understand the way, okay, principle of it, understand the code, practice, you'll be okay. All right? Just practice, you'll be okay. All right? I don't want to spend much of a weekend today. I mean, just want to spend some few hours with you so that we can able to digest some few things we did today. From next time, we're going to start from different between this JDK file we downloaded on system. For those that have not downloaded Java, you can just download Java. Okay, if you have any issue, just let me know on the platform. So don't download Java. Check your JDK is there, JDK and GRE, those files, those two files. Then that's it. Then we'll continue from next time. I'll explain to you what that is in our next section. All right. But today I'm able to get some things from it. I mean, you understand what Java is. We're able to tell that Java is a high-level language, and what the high level is an English-like language, nothing more. It's hierarchy of Java. It's an English-like language. Everything you see today is a high-level language, English-like language. And Java is what? Talk about three things: high-level language, platform-independent language, which was on principle of object orientation. The object orientation we start doing in third phase. We talk about this. For today, we already did one. We have not finished with these two. We see on it. We'll talk about this. Okay. We talk about the platformity of Java, which is more, you understand what platformity of Java when we start downloading Java and explain what JDK and GRE is. All right. So anyone have any question? We'll just spend more of a weekend today. So you just have. All right. You have any question? Antonio, have any question? Amy, you have any question? Miss Davis, you good?
No question, sir.
All right. Miss Olaye, do you have a question? Mike, Nick, do you have any question for we end the class?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
As a business analyst and as a business analyst, what does role of Java has to do with business analysis
No.
environment?
I don't need Java for a role of business analyst. If you want to learn Java, it's a skill. If you want to be an automation engineer, and then you want to be a developer and all those stuff, you learn Java. But if you know Java, it's a plus for you as a business analyst. Because there's no discretion with a business analyst to be a developer. No, he doesn't do that. But it's a plus. He knows this, he knows that, he knows Java. It's a skill he have, so that gives him more pay, more raise or anything. So, but it doesn't have anything to do with his job description. Why being a business analyst? Like your team now, some might have an issue. Your team, maybe developer might have an issue. You can look at those code and say, wow, so you know all these things. You're able to debug it. So that doesn't have anything to do with you at all as a business analyst.
So it still depends on like coding in like SQL,
Yeah, SQL. Yeah,
Postman, SQL, just on those related version of just getting to know how in this back scale.
Yes. SQL is a skill those going to be is cyber security is all to do with server. So SQL is all to do with server data and all those stuff like that. Those are all the principal sites. So, but it doesn't have anything to do with a business analyst or anything. Yes, I don't think you have anything to do with
different skill on this. Is a difference like should I say is a different kind of a career or a skill on its own?
Yes. SQL, it's because if you're a QA analyst, you know SQL. There because we do some debugging at the back end and also the front end, but that's not. We do. I think I would like to start with SQL class also, but it depends on time. Database, SQL is good to know. Very interesting.
Okay, I just wanted to align with those. I'm very interested in getting to know Java, and I've been tracking on when the class is going to start, which luckily I managed to catch it now, though I was late. But I have interest in Java. I've been interested in Java since Nokia and BlackBerry. So I saw those things. So it is all right.
So,
thank you.
Yeah,
so
if you know Java, Python is a piece of cake because Java is very easy. So if you know Java, they're all the same thing. They're all programming languages.
Thank you so much for the effort. Makes sense.
Yes, very good. Very good class. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we have a class tomorrow at 2?
Yeah, that will be for the minor testing itself, just since we are still on a practical scenario. I think we're going to try to end it tomorrow so we can do some interview questions and a mock and a resume preparation to go into the market.
All right.
You just to set for those who will be on automation engineers. So people are scared, Java and all those. So that's why I'm trying to break it down so you understand the history, how it started from, what this Java is all about, how it started. Most people don't go in depth to tell you all this. You just go into the upscale and start running code, which you may not even understand. So try to understand the theoretical part of it, and you can go into the practical. So understand the theoretical part of it, then you can know what you are doing, what you are writing. So what is this? What is that? Why is this Java? What is this Java all about? It's a high-level language. What is this high level? What do I mean by this high level? It's an English-like language. Because when I say integral, variable, 10, you know what number 10 is. You know what integral is. It's about to do with numbers. So you know all these things. Then you move about platform independent. What is this platform independent of Java? Why is it called platform independent? It's because when you download your Java, you say that Java is automatic, is being on your C drive. Go to your C drive, is there on your C drive. You see the folders there. The folders there, Java folder, you see there are 2 kits. And when you go to your oracle.com, you see kits, right? SC kits. And those kits, that's what those kits comes about. You see the JDK and see the GRE. That's going to be the next topic for next class. What is JDK? What is GRE? This boils down to what platformity of Java is. That's in your interview, they ask to, David would like to ask you, why is Java platform independent? So we say that the classifier of Java can run any operating system, be it Linux, you wrote your code in Windows, but you don't want to execute those code in Linux, you want to execute in Mac, you want to execute in the Windows. So that means it works on write once, run anywhere principle. I can execute it anywhere. The classifier of Java can run in any operating system, be it Linux or Mac, OS. Okay, that's why it's being platform independent. But you're going to understand what is that platform independent in the next class. So I just want to tell you the history, how it came about. So right, just in this phase, we understand what the high level is, platform independent. We're about to finish that. Then we then go into this is going to be practical aspect of it. So when you're kind of theoretical part of it, then we can dive into practical aspect of it. All right. All right. Nick, you have any question? Mike?
No, so I'm still having an issue downloading this Java. Can you put the download link on the WhatsApp?
Okay, I'll give you the link. Yeah, I will share the link. I think I have the XKey files, but it's just easy. Abraham, do you have any issue on downloading anything here in
I've downloaded, but I will just check
I
because
also have that same issue, sir.
I will. If there be any problem, I will get back to you.
Okay, for you can speak to those that want to download. If you just create account. Do you create account?
The first one I did, I didn't
No.
create account.
You have
So
to
you
create
gotta
account.
create an account on Oracle?
You have to create account on Oracle, just this page, all right?
Mm.
You have to create account right here. So when you create account, then you're able to download your file.
Gotcha.
Okay, we'll be joining the cutting
I
for today. Anyone
appreciate
have
you,
any
man. Thank
question?
you.
I hope you guys understand what Java is. Miss Davis, you understand what Java is?
I
Nick?
do. Very interesting. Yes,
All
sir.
right. You take it from there, step by step, step by step. I don't want to be fast. I don't want to be so make it too lengthy for you to be scared of the coding. Understand what it is, okay?
Thank you, bro.
Sachi, do you have
Thank
any
you.
question?
No, I don't have any
Um,
question. But I just wanted to say for those that want to download Java, they can go through the class again. It's gonna be more easier instead of staying in the class to do it.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Yeah,
Oh, is this cheesy?
no, this is in UK.
Okay.
No, this is not cheesy. Sorry. This is true.
Okay, Mr. V, you have a good weekend.
And you too.
Tomorrow.
Have a good one, guys.